Hello shop boys out there, it's a brand new week, so you guys know what that means. A new week with lots of new adventures to be had. I'm going to be taking you guys all along on my adventures that I get up to this week. It's Monday and I was supposed to work Monday. I was supposed to be doing a 9 till 3, but I swapped shifts with Jenny, who's now doing my 9 till 3, and I'm doing her Wednesday 9 till 3 instead, which means I'm now doing 9 till 3, 6 till close. So I was already in on Wednesday evening, but I'm now during daytime, so now doing a split shift. I don't mind, as it meant I would get to spend the day with my older sister. And I got up early, ready to go off to get the bus to meet my older sister in town for a catch up after she'd had her physio for her shoulder. And I had some toasted coffee for my breakfast, just a bit of music, watched some TV, and was having some bear cuddles before heading off to go get the bus. I got the bus and was listening to music on my headphones whilst on the bus into town. Got to town and was meeting my older sister and got terribly lost. My direction skills aren't the best, so my older sister ended up coming to meet me, and just before meeting her I'd gone off to one of the flower shops and I got some flowers that's in there to show you guys. They always have such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with lots of lovely colourful flowers, lots of roses and dahlias, which you guys know I love to get snaps of. And then I got some plants that's in there as well. The plant displays in there are so beautiful, all the little pretty plant pots and pretty patterns on the leaves and all the succulents and cactuses. I then made my way off to meet my older sister, and whilst on my way to meet her I got a snap of this beautiful clock tower with these statues by the side of the clock tower, and I'll show you guys that. The architecture in Bristol is so beautiful, with lovely old buildings with lots of old statues on them and clock towers, which I love. I then ended up getting myself a little bit lost, so my older sister ended up having to come and find me, and then we went off to one of the coffee shops, and it was right by the flower shop, so I should have probably just gone to the coffee shop and met her there instead of trying to find her or meet her somewhere else, because I ended up getting myself a little bit lost. So next time I will just meet her at the coffee shop instead, save all the drama. And then I had a bit of this raisin cinnamon swirl thing and a gelato from there. It was so delicious. We stayed in there for a little bit and then we went off to go to Primark, and just before that we went to work where they had a sale on for books for £1, so my older sister ended up getting some books from there. We then went into Primark and I was helping her get some more clothes for work. I then got myself a jumper from there and went off to the home section where they've got all the autumn and Halloween stuff out, and I got some stats from there that I'll show you guys. Love it in there with all the autumnal decor and Halloween stuff up. I was having a good look around there. They also had some Christmas stuff slowly getting put up, so I was having a look at that as well. We then went off to Cabot and went off to Scribbler and went off to Typo and to some other shops, and in one of the shops I got 2 mirror selfies. I love those mirrors, especially that one that says looking good on. It's so adorable. We then went off to Yo Sushi to have some lunch, and I've not been to Yo Sushi before, and I am not really good at trying new foods. If I like a certain food, I'll probably eat that a lot, so I'm trying to venture out with my food palette and really enjoyed it, and I'll show you guys that. sushi was so delicious, and it was on a little conveyor belt, so it was going round, and it was going on so quick, and so you had to grab the bits that you wanted, but it was all like color coded on the menu on which one was like what price everything was, which is quite nice. So I was trying to not spend as much, and then we were sat having our sushi, and we could actually see them making all the sushi and doing it so quickly. And then after that we went off to a few more shops. We went into the Lego shop, and then my older sister walked me off to the bus stop and waited for me while I waited for the bus to keep me company, bless her. And then she went off to meet her best mate and her partner for some drinks, and I got the bus back. I then got back and I showed my younger sister the bits that I got whilst being out, and my mum has had to go into hospital to have some blood tests done. She's feeling a little bit under the weather, and so my dad's been giving us an update. She's doing a lot better, and she's just waiting for some blood tests. And I am going to show you guys the stuff I got whilst out in town today. Here are some things I got whilst out in town today with my older sister. So I got this little pink little trolley to go in my dollhouse, and I also got a little gift bag, and it came with this adorable little tape dispenser and this notebook, and then this little squishy little mystery toy. I got this pen from there as well, and I got some sweets from there. I got some flying saucers, which I love, and got this card for Jenny for her birthday tomorrow. Got these sweets from there as well, and I got this green jumper from Primark. I love this colour green, and I'm going to show you guys that on. Here's my new jumper I got from Primark. Sweater weather is well and truly here. I love sweater weather, always have loved jumpers, and I saw this green jumper here and knew I had to get it. It's so soft and really figure hugging, and it's a really nice dark green colour. Reds, greens and yellows and blues are some of my favourite colours of jumpers to wear, and I can't wait to be wearing this a lot this sweater weather season. I love that jumper, it's such a pretty green colour. I then wrote off my journal, listened to a bit of music and did some drawing, colouring in. I was listening to a bit of music and he's playing with the dog as he gets a bit restless and doesn't really like it when my dad's out. So he was a bit restless and barking a little bit, and my younger sister's now down there watching some TV and keeping him occupied, and I am now off to go have a little bit of a nap as I've got a bit of a headache, and we'll see you in a bit more of the vlog later on. It's late on in the evening now, and once I'd got up from my nap I felt a lot better. My migraine had gone. I'd taken some paracetamol as well, definitely needed that. I was then just watching some stuff on Netflix. I watched the animated musical Sing, which is such a good film, and also watched Herc with Robin Williams in, probably one of my favourite films of Robin Williams. And then my mum and dad got back, and my mum wasn't feeling too good because she's got this lump on the side of her neck and it was making her feel a bit crap, and it looks like she might have to have the operation on the neck, which is quite a risky area to have, sooner than later because it's given a bit of jip. But at the moment she's feeling a lot better, and they checked her all over and she's alright, but they're just going to have to keep a bit of an eye on it and a bit of a close eye on the neck with the lump. And then they got us McDonald's for tea, and I had a Big Mac meal and a apple pie, and I'm going to show you guys that. The Big Mac meal and the hot apple pie was so good. I haven't had McDonald's in ages, and their hot apple pies they do are so good. I then showed my mum the jumper that I got from Primark, that green one I tried on earlier on, and also showed her the new pen that I got from one of the shops, and the other bits that I've got a new pen to use to write my journal with, and it's so cute. It's got flowers on, and I got it from this pen selection from Typo. And then I finished writing my journal entry for today, and then put that away and was reading some more of If This Gets Out. Listened to a bit of music, I was working on some illustrations, and colouring some of those in. And then I ordered a new autumnal jumper, which is green and it's got leaves all over it, and it's so cute. I've got that off Amazon, which should be arriving later on in the week, and I'll show you guys a snap of that. It's such a me jumper. I sent it to Tash to say how I was planning to get it, and she said it was such a me jumper. I love the colour. I'm really loving greens at the moment, and all the autumnal leaves. It's giving me Heartstopper vibes, which I've been rewatching at the moment, and I'm so excited for the Heartstopper movie. It's going to be coming out soon. Can't wait. And I'm currently reading the 5th book, and the 6th one is out next year, which is so exciting. I love Heartstopper so much. Such a great book series and film series. And then I wrote some more of my journal entry. I've had a few things I had to add in there, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home Away and UK States from tonight. And then tomorrow I'm planning to go off to the Garden Centre, as they've got all of their Christmas stuff out now, and one of my friends told me that I had to head over there, as I am the king of autumn/Christmas. I love all things autumn, Halloween, Christmas, so I'm going to be going off there to check out the Christmas displays up, and I'm so excited for that. I shall see you for the vlog tomorrow. It's now Tuesday, and I got up early ready to go off to the Garden Centre, my happy place. I was going off to Arms's Garden Centre, which I haven't gone to in ages, and I've heard that they've now got all of their Christmas stuff up. They started getting it ready all the way back in June, and now I know why, because they go all out. It's always so impressive. Their Christmas displays are always so out there, and I just love it. So I was looking forward to getting there and seeing all of the Christmas stuff out. And I had some toast and cookies for my breakfast, and listened to a bit of music, and just watched a bit of TV, and had some bear cuddles, and then got myself ready to go off to get the bus to the Garden Centre. And I made my way up to the bus stop, listened to music on my headphones whilst I made my way to the bus. Got there and waited for like 4 or 5 minutes, and the bus had arrived, so I didn't have to wait for the bus for too long. I then got the bus to the Garden Centre, had to walk from the main road down the country lane to get to the Garden Centre, and crossing over that road is always a bit daunting, because there's a road going down, a road coming up, and another road like coming around the corner. So I was looking left, right, down, making sure it was nice and clear on the road, and then crossed over. They should probably put a separate crossing on there, because it'd be a lot easier. Got into the Garden Centre, and I went off to the autumnal and Halloween decor section first, and got snacks from there. I was having a good look around there at all the pretty dishes and cups and pumpkins and Halloween decor. I just love it. I love Halloween so much, and all the autumnal decor. It's just such cozy vibes. I then went off and had a look around the plant section and got some plants that's from there. The plant section is huge, and they've got a load of new plant displays in there, so I was having a good look around there, and I just love all the succulents and cactuses and the pretty plant pots and the pretty patterned leaves. I then head off to the Christmas section, and it is amazing. They go all out each year. It gets bigger and better, and I was just looking at everything, and it was just getting me feeling very festive. But it's too soon. It's not even the 1st of October yet, but I just had to have a look, and I got some snacks from there. It's insane. They always do such a great job decorating it for Christmas, and there's just so much to see. And I was having a lovely look around there, and they were playing Christmas music as well. I then went off and had a look at the Christmas train set they have, which is huge. I was having a good look around there. I then got some selfies in front of some of the Christmas displays. There are lots of archways with bows on and baubles all over them, which I love. And then I went off out into the outside area of the garden centre where they have the bigger plants and things like that, and got some flowers out from there. They've got such beautiful flowers in the garden centre with lovely colours and patterns on. I was having a lovely walk around the outside area of the garden centre. I then went off to have a look at the sweets and the stationery and the homeware, and ended up getting some lime curd. I meant to get lemon curd, but I grabbed the wrong one. Tried a little bit of it and actually really like this. Who knows, this could be my favourite new type of curd. So I'm gonna get that and then get some lemon curd next time I go there, which gives me another reason to go there. And then I headed off, and just before leaving I got a snap of me sat on this bench outside of the garden centre next to the skeleton. I like that photo I got taken of me with the skeleton. I then made my way off to get the bus back, and on the way back to get the bus I got a snap of these beautiful red leaves that I'm showing. They're so beautiful. I love all the autumnal leaves appearing, or the yellow, red and orange leaves. They're just so beautiful. I then got up to the bus stop, and again, like when I got the bus to the garden centre, the bus arrived just as I got there, so I really had to wait for the bus. I got the bus back and got the bus stop off at Aldi's bus stop and went off to Co-op. I got myself some lunch from there, and then bumped into one of my family friends, so I was having a chat with them. I then made my way back, and I was listening to music on my headphones, enjoying the lovely sunshine and blue skies. And I got home, and for my lunch I had a meal from Co-op, and I had some cheese and onion sandwiches, the barbecue sugar cubes and a 7-Up. I also got myself a drink for work tomorrow and a pan of chocolate to have for my breakfast tomorrow. Got one for Tash and got her a drink as well that I'll give her tomorrow, as I'm working with Tash tomorrow daytime, doing 9 till 3 with her, and then I'm off back in at 6, and it's me and one of my other colleagues doing 6 till close, so I'm doing a split shift, and I'm looking forward to working with Tash. Probably haven't worked with her in ages, and I am now off to go and write a little bit more of my journal entry for today. Just a bit of music, and I'm just going to be watching the rest of Hocus Pocus. I've just put on one of my favourite films ever, and I'm just going to be chilling before going off to my workplace for Jen's birthday meal, as it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Jen, love you lots. Got her a card, and I'm going off there, and then after that I've got Jigsaw, and we're going to be going on a bat walk, and I'll see you a bit more of the vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Jen's birthday meal at work, and also being at Jigsaw volunteering, which I do on Tuesday nights. So I got dropped up to work and met with Jen and Tash and Amelia and the others, and we had some drinks and then our food, and I had an egg mayonnaise sandwich that we do in the sandwich section at our workplace, and they're so good, and I'm going to show you guys that. Excellent. And then we sang happy birthday to Jen, and she had a Colin the Caterpillar cake, and I had some of that. I don't know what it is about Colin the Caterpillar cake, but it's just so delicious. I then had to head off to jigsaw volunteering I do on Tuesday nights, which is just across the road from my workplace, so I didn't have far to go. I then headed off to jigsaw and I gave Jen a massive hug and wished her a lovely rest of her evening and hope she had a lovely birthday. And then I got to jigsaw and we were going off to Turnberry's, one of the other like youth centres, where they were having like pop-ups of like some like charities and stuff. So we got given a load of pens, leaflets, and had a little look fun there. And then we headed off for a bat walk, and we had these bat detectors with torches on. I went down to the park and it was detecting the bats, and we could hear like the flapping of the wings, which sounded like clapping, and we were able to spot and see quite a few bats whilst on our bat walk, which was really fun. And I was a bit skeptical. I didn't really think we were going to see many bats, but we did. And then we headed back to youth club and just chilled there for the last little bit of youth club and warmed up because it's actually quite cold out. And then it was the end of the session and I thanked everyone for a great session, and I then let the other leaders know that I will not be at Jigsaw next Tuesday night, as I'm going to be seeing Lady Gaga with Tash and Jazz up in Manchester, and I'm so freaking excited. Can't believe it's come around so quick. We're staying over Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're coming back Wednesday evening. So we're going to be doing a bit of sightseeing when we get there, seeing Lady Gaga, and then the next day do a bit more sightseeing and then come back in the evening of the Wednesday, and it's going to be so much fun. And then I got picked up by my dad. I then got back and I am now off to go and write the rest of my journal entry for today, and then watch the UK soaps Home and Away, Bake Off and Big Brother that I've just got back into watching. I missed 3 episodes. I'm on episode 4, which will be tonight, and I was going to be catching up with it on Catch Up. And I've got my uniform ready for work tomorrow. It's me and Tash working tomorrow, and I've got pain au chocolat for us to have in the morning, and of course I've got myself a drink and a drink for her to give to her tomorrow, and I will see you with Water Club tomorrow. It's now Wednesday and I got up early ready to go off to work for the first part to my split shift. I was supposed to be having Wednesday daytime off and working Wednesday evening like I normally do, but on Monday me and Jenny had swapped shifts, so she did my Monday day and I was doing her Wednesday daytime. So it meant I was now doing a split shift, which I didn't mind, gave me some extra hours. It meant I got to work with Tash today, and I haven't worked with Tash in what feels like forever, so I was so excited to get to work with her. And I had some bear cuddles, just a bit of music, and then headed off to work. And I was wearing my red checkered fleece, which is very autumnal, seeing as it's the 1st of October. I had to wear it, and it was giving me Taylor Swift Evermore vibes. And then I was listening to music whilst on my way to work. I then got to work. I got clocked in and put my bag and coat away and helped open up with Tash, and it got me and her a pain au chocolat each and had mine, and I also got myself a drink for her and myself, and got another one to have for work this evening and putting that in the fridge to keep it nice and cold. I was then running lots of food and drinks and doing some food and drink orders and drinks making. I'm getting quite good on the coffees now, and we had lots of people coming in for breakfast, and so I was serving lots of breakfast and chatting to some of the regulars, and it had quieted down a little bit, so I was just doing some cleaning of tables, and Tash did me a spectacular hot chocolate with a ghost artwork. So talented. I loved the fact that it even said Bill on it, which is so cute. We then had quite a busy lunch rush, and we had lots of people coming in. We had quite a few coming in for coffees and sandwiches and stuff like that, and lots of prams everywhere. It was pretty intense. And then we got called about a buffet of 60 down at the castle, so some of my colleagues got called in to help out with that. So it was pretty busy, and they headed off to deal with that. And then the lunch rush calmed down and it had quieted down, so I was just cleaning lots of tables. And then I finished at 3, and me and Tash both finished at 3, so we then went off after work to one of the shops up the road which I always love going to, and I got changed into this jumper which I got from Primark the other day, which is so cozy and I love this colour. And I topped off, I got my bag and seen my colleague who I'm in with tonight, who started at 3, and chatted with them quickly, and then we went off to the shop just up the road and went in and had a look around there, and I love going in there. It's such a beautiful shop. They sell socks and like cups and plates and artwork and prints and stuff like that, all things which I love, and we were having a lovely look around there, and I'll show you guys some snaps I got from there. I always love going in that shop. They sell lots of artwork and prints and mugs and socks and all things like that that I absolutely love, and it's such a feel-good cozy vibe kind of shop, but aesthetically pleasing. And then Tash got some snaps of me from there. I love all the plants hanging down and the lights and the pretty artwork behind me with all the lovely prints, and then we got a mirror selfie from there. Had to be done, you know I love a mirror selfie, and that mirror is so pretty. I then went off to go to some more of the charge shots, and Tash headed off home, so I gave her a hug and thanked her for a lovely shift, and then went off to have a look into the charge shots. I also went into Aldi and had a look at the Halloween decorations, getting me so excited for Halloween, and then got myself a Greg's lunch. I got myself a cheese onion bake and a Ribena and a chocolate eclair. I had my cheese onion bake sat in there, and then I went off and had a look in one of the book shops. I love the smell of old books so much. Then I went off to the flower shop at the bottom of the high street, and I got some flower starts from there that I'm show you guys. Always got such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with such lovely colours and patterns on. It's so pretty in there and always smells so good. And they have lots of roses and dahlias, which are some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shop keeper in there, and then got some plant snaps from there as well. Like a little jungle in there with all the plants hanging down from the windows, and it always has such beautiful plant displays with lovely patterned leaves and succulents and cactuses and beautiful plant pots. I then made my way back, and on my way back from being at the flower shop, I bumped into one of my friends who was walking their dog, and he was jumping up at me. He could probably smell bear, so I was giving him lots of strokes, and he is so cute. He's a little Dalmatian, and I love Dalmatians so much. I then got back and I put my dirty worktop in the wash and my clean one on the banister, ready to get into this evening for the second part of my split shift. I then had my chocolate eclair with a cup of tea. It was so delicious, and me and my mum were watching a bit of Murder, She Wrote. I love that show so much. Angela Lansbury, such an icon, rest in peace. I can't believe she's gone. And then I had to pop to One Stop to get some bits from there, and then on the way back from there I got this beautiful flower snap, and I'm going to show you guys that. It's so beautiful. I love that colour pink on those roses. As you guys know, I love roses. They're one of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. I saw them and knew I had to get a snap, and it turned out really well. And I got back and I was listening to a bit of music, did some drawing, colouring in and working on some illustrations, tied up my office in my Dolls and Doll house, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and just chill before going off for the second part of my split shift, and I shall see you with more of the vlog when I get back from work. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back for bringing up part 2 to my split shift. So I got myself ready for work. I then got dropped to work. I got into work, got dropped back into work and put my bag away and got my drink that I put in the fridge before leaving the first part to my split shift out of the fridge, and had that, and was wanting food and drinks, doing food and drink orders and drinks making, cleaning tables, doing lots of pint pouring and saw chat to saw the regulars, and it was just me and one other colleague on shift, and they had a lunch break. So whilst they had their lunch break, I was just cracking on with all the cleaning and clothes shops so I could get done early. I then was just running some food drinks inside as well as outside, as well as people sitting outside as well as inside, as it's quite a nice sunny evening. And then I was just getting as much of the clothes stuff as we get done, and we were actually quite busy for Wednesday evening, but me and my colleague who was on shift have absolutely smashed their clothes. We finished about 10ish. I then clocked off, got my bag, and then waited to get picked up. I then got picked up, got back, got into my PJs, and then for my tea I had curry. The chicken curry was so delicious. I then finished writing my journal entry for today, put it out away, worked on some illustrations and was kind of 12 days in, just a bit of music and was reading some more of If This Is Out. I then ordered the Bianca Wednesday Monster High doll that has now been released on Smith's, and it should be coming on Friday, and I can't wait for that to be in my collection, and I'll show you guys this. She is stunning. I can't wait to show you guys more of the new doll when it arrives. I've also ordered this autumn jumper with lots of leaves all over it. It should be arriving around the same time, so I'm so excited for those two new arrivals. I am then going to be packing that to take with me to go see Lady Gaga with Tash and Jazz, which is on the Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, and I'm so excited. Can't believe we're off to go see Lady Gaga and off to Manchester, where I've never been to, so I'm looking forward to exploring Manchester. And I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and UK soaps, and then watch Big Brother, which I've gotten back into watching. I haven't watched it in ages. I used to watch it when I was younger, kind of went off it, and I've now started getting back into watching that, and I'm absolutely loving watching Big Brother again, and just see you with more on the vlog tomorrow. It's now Thursday, and I got up early to go off down to the living room to watch Neighbours and catch up with that and not have any interruptions. So I watched that and was having my breakfast, and I had some lime curd toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I accidentally got lime curd instead of lemon curd from the garden centre the other day, but I actually really like this lime curd, and I then finished watching all of the Neighbours and catch up with that. My mum then got up and my dad got back from work, and they got ready to go off down to my grandma's house to help her sort through some stuff as she's going to be moving house. And so they went off there. I then was just watching some stuff on Netflix, just a bit of music, did a bit of drawing and colouring in, and reading some more of If This Gets Out, and tidied up my office and my dolls and dollhouse. And then I was having some bear cuddles, and I got a snap of him cuddled up with one of his teddy bears, and I'm going to show you guys that. He is so adorable, and he loves his teddies and toys. I played with him a little bit out in the garden, and then I went off to have a shower and got changed, and then got myself ready to go off to Dobby's, and I headed off to go to the garden centre. And on the way to the garden centre, I was listening to music on my headphones, enjoying the lovely autumnal crisp weather we've been having. It's been so lovely, and I got some flowers out whilst on my walk, and I'll show you guys it. I was able to get some really pretty colourful flower starts whilst on my walk up to the garden centre. I then got some selfies with photos of autumnal leaves and some snaps of some autumnal leaves with lovely red and orange and yellow leaves on, and I'm going to show you guys. I love this time of year with all the orange, yellow and red leaves. They're just so beautiful. I then got into the garden centre and I got a snap of this autumnal wreath. It's got such lovely autumnal colours on. I then head off to the Halloween and home section, and I got some snaps. I was having a good look around there at all the Autumnal and Halloween displays, and I just love all the pillows and the wreaths and cups and treats and all of the stuff like that. It's just so adorable. I then went off to the plant section and got some plants out from there. They had a load of new plant displays up, so I was having a look around there. I then went off to the Christmas section. I wasn't planning on going to the Christmas section like with the other garden centre I went to, but I just couldn't resist, and I got some snacks from some of the Christmas displays. So beautiful, and they had Christmas music playing. It was just getting me feeling festive way too early for that, and not even I have listened to Christmas music yet. I was tempted to listen to a bit of Michael Bublé Christmas the other day, but I was like, it's way too early even for a bit of Michael Bublé, and I love a bit of Bublé. I then got a snap taken of me in front of this Christmas tree display, and I'll show you guys that. That photo got taken of me in front of that Christmas display, sat by the Christmas tree. Is so cute, and it turned out perfectly. I had a vision, and it was exactly how I wanted the photo to look. I then had a look around some more of the garden centre at some of the Halloween and Christmas goodies. They've got lots of sweets and chocolate and cakes and stuff like that. So I was having a look around at all of that stuff, and they had some mint, like after 8 fins, but they didn't have the ones that I'd got a few years ago, which were these Turkish Delight chocolate fins, which are similar, but they haven't had them in store in ages, and I love them so much. I remember I was getting so many of those chocolate Turkish Delight fins. I have to try find them from somewhere else. I then made way back from the garden centre. I was listening to music on headphones whilst on my walk back, and was having a lovely stroll back, and I went for a bit more of a walk. I went a bit further on than usual, and went off to the shops to get some drinks for games night tonight. And I got back, and for my lunch I had a pot noodle. Bloody love a pot noodle. I then was writing a bit of a journal entry for today, worked on some illustrations and colours of those in, and listened to a bit of music, and I'm now off to go and finish off watching Sleepy Hollow from what I started the other day. And I love that film, a young Johnny Depp from the 90s. What a hunk. And just see more of the vlog when I'm back from games night tonight. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Jen's for games night. So I got round. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at Jen's for games night. So I got dropped down to Jen's for games night, and it was me, Jenny, and Dean there first, and we were playing some games of Monopoly Bid, and Jen was getting the food ready, and it looked so good. And then Tash and Jamie arrived, and they had to bring their dogs with them as their mum and dad were away for a wedding. So if they couldn't bring the dogs, they would be able to come. So Jen was like, just bring the dogs down, it's fine. So they brought down their dogs, which are adorable. And we then had our food, and we had some baguettes with pork, cauliflower cheese, Yorkshire puddings and stuffing, and lots of gravy. I really enjoyed mine with lots of gravy, lots of pork and stuffing. I love stuffing and pork, especially crackling. And then we were playing a game called Grab the Mic, where you have a word and you have to sing a song with that word in, and you have to grab the microphone, which is a rubber microphone, which is in the middle of the table, and that was really fun. We then did this murder mystery game like the one we played last week, which was really good. And then my mum picked me up, and we dropped Tash and Jamie and the pooches back to theirs. And then we got back, and I am now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today. And then I'm going to be watching today's Home Away UK soaps Big Brother and RuPaul's Drag Race UK, and just see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Friday and I got up early ready to go off to morning group, and it's also Mean Girls Day on October 3rd. He asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd. Iconic. And also Taylor Swift's new album came out today, which is The Life of a Showgirl, so I was listening to a bit of that while I was getting ready to go off to morning group. I then had some bear cuddles and had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast, and then got dropped down to morning group. Got to morning group and we were doing some arts and crafts, which I always love doing. I always find it so therapeutic. We did a bit of painting, I was doing some drawing, and then we had some cups of tea and biscuits, and I had a good nasa. And I'm going to show you guys some of the crafts that I did. Here's a little box I did at morning group. It's got a little pumpkin on. Spooky vibes, I love it. I'm so excited for all things Halloween. And then I got picked up by my mum. I got back and I had some tuna mayonnaise sandwiches and a cup of tea for my lunch. Had some bear cuddles and also listened to a bit of music. Doing some drawing, colouring in, and working on some illustrations. Just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos and just some stuff off record. I just finished watching and got my uniform ready for work this evening. I'm doing a 5-day close, having to walk to work as I we have to get dropped up due to my mum and dad having things on. So I'm hoping the rain stops soon, as it's been quite miserable out there, and I will probably have to either use my coat or my umbrella. I think it's getting a little bit nicer out there. And then I got my Wednesday Monster High doll that I've ordered, and I'm show you guys that. Here's my Monster High X Wednesday Bianca Barkley doll. She's stunning. I love her piercing blue eyes, her shaved head and earrings, and her purple eyeshadow, and the lips, and the outfit with the blazer and the shirt and tie and the belt with the Neverball logo on, and her necklace and this purple skirt and stockings and the black laced up boots with the awesome heels. The Monster High Wednesday dolls always have really cool heels, which I love, and the packaging is so pretty. She's in the courtyard. She also has this stand, and then on the side of the packaging there's an illustration of her, and then there's the logo. And on the back of the packaging there's another illustration of her, and it says more information about her, and I'm so glad to have her in my collection. I now have the full collection so far. I've got an Enid 2 Wednesdays and now the Bianca doll. I then was listening to a bit more of Taylor Swift's newest album, worked on some illustrations and kind of some of those in, and the weather has brightened up a little bit, and I went off and got some flower snaps, and I'll show you guys those. I was able to get some really pretty flower snaps with lovely colours and patterns on, and I got back and my dad was getting ready to go off to do his disco, and I then sorted out my bleacher doll into a new look, and I'll show you guys that. Here's my bleacher doll's newest look, starting off with the shoes. She's got these black and white laced up sneakers, some black necklace stockings. Then she's got this pink skirt with a really pretty pattern on, and then there's a blue top with a pretty pattern on, and she's got a little bow at the top, a little collar, and she's got this black leather jacket on, and she's got this bow in her hair, and she's got her space buns with the dangly bits of hair over side here, and this is the whole look. I love that blue top with the pattern and the pattern on the skirt with the jacket and the headband and space buns. It's so pretty. I then was just listening to a bit of music and reading some more of If This Gets Out, and I'm now off to go and watch Mean Girls, as it is Mean Girls Day, and just going to be chilling before going off to work this evening, and just see when I'm back from work with more to vlog later on. It's later on in the evening now, and I'm back from being at work. I'd worked doing 5 till 10. I had to walk to work, so I got myself ready for work and headed off out to work. I was listening to music on my headphones whilst on my way to work, having a lovely stroll up. I went off and had a little bunch of the charge drops just before work. I then got into work, and Tash finished at 5, so I got to see her on the handover just as she was finishing, and was having a quick chat with her. And then I was just getting some of the cleaning and clothes jobs done that I could get done early, and like the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock jobs that we have on our closed list. And it was me and one other colleague, and then another colleague was coming in at 6, and I was running some food and drinks, doing food and drink orders and drinks making, and so on, chat to some of the regulars. And then our colleague came in at 6, and it got quite busy, and I was doing lots of pint pouring and lots of food and drinks and cleaning tables. And then my colleague that came in at 6 had their lunch break, and I was just polishing cutlery, putting some plates and glasses and cups away, and putting the clean glasses and stuff away like that, and polishing the cutlery and glasses, and took the glass and cardboard bins out, and got soaked as it started to rain, and the weather got really crap again. And considering how the weather was so bad, it actually got quite busy, so I was doing lots of drinks making. And then my colleague that came in at 6 helped me on bar, and I was cleaning tables outside as well as inside, as we have a little covered gazebo area now where we'd had some people sitting out having drinks, so I was getting glasses and cups from out there. And then my supervisor I was on shift with had their lunch break, and after they'd had their lunch break, I then finished, and I clocked off and got my bag and coat and headed off, and I got picked up and went off to Tesco's to get myself some tea from there. I then got home, got into my PJs, and I had my tea. I had a chicken bacon Caesar pasta pot, which is so good. I've had those quite a lot and they are so delicious, and had a custard slice with a cup of tea, and I want to show you guys that. The pasta pot and the custard slice was so delicious. I then had some bear cuddles and listened to a bit of music, just to draw it and colouring in, and read some more of If This Gets Out. Finished my journal entry for today, and I put my work clothes in the wash. I'm not in work till Sunday. I'm doing a 10 to 5 Sunday, and I've got tomorrow off, a very rare Saturday off, and I'm going to be watching my older brother play rugby in the afternoon, and then going off to the flower shop and the charity shops for a little walk tomorrow. It's supposed to be dry but just a little bit blustery, and that's alright, I can deal with that. It's just when it's super rainy and windy that I don't like. So as long as it's not too blustery, it should be alright, and it's not like I've got any hair that's going to blow away. Some regulars came in early on and they were like, "What happened to your hair?" And I was like, oh, crazy thing happened. I was on a walk, a gust of wind came and blew my hair off. Saw a load of regulars that I hadn't seen for a while at work this evening, and they were all saying how great I look, which is really sweet, and a real confidence boost considering how I was a little bit on the fence about it at first. But I love it, and I've got this rocking beard to fall back on, as someone said. And I've had quite a lot of people complimenting me on my beard. It does need a bit of a trim, it needs to be a little bit tamed. And yeah, I am now off to go and watch today's Home and Away UK soaps and Big Brother that I've got back into watching, and I'm absolutely loving it. And we'll see you with more to vlog tomorrow. It's now Saturday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely start to your weekend. I don't have work today. I've got a very rare Saturday off. I say that, but I've also now got next Saturday off. I was supposed to be working next Saturday evening, but one of my colleagues has asked if I could give them their shift to give them some more hours. So I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. So now I have this Saturday and next Saturday off, which is nice to have a Saturday off in general, because normally I work Saturdays. So I got up after a lie-in, and I got showered and changed, had a shave, and then I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. I had some peanut butter toast. I also got some Nutella and peanut butter from Tesco's last night for some toast spreads to have for my breakfast, and I just love peanut butter so much. I then watched a bit of TV, just a bit of music, watched some illustrations and kind of some days in, and was watching some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. And then I got myself ready to go off for a walk, and I had a lovely stroll, enjoying the dry weather. It's a lot better than it was yesterday. Thankfully, it's not raining. It was a little bit windy, but I'd rather have the wind over the rain any day. I then made my way up to the high street and went off to have a look in some of the child shops. I also went on the book shops, and I love the smell of old books so much. I popped into Aldi and I looked in Aldi's Best Buy section and got myself some fajita wraps to have for my lunch from the Mildor section from there. I then went off to the flower shop and I got some flower sets to show you guys. They've always got such beautiful bouquets of flowers in there with lovely colourful flowers and patterns on the flowers, lots of roses and dahlias, which are some of my favourite flowers to get snaps of. I was then having a lovely chat with the flower shopkeepers in there, and I've got some plant sets on there that I'm show you guys. They had a load of new plants in the windows with the plant displays, so I was able to get a load of plant sets on there with lovely patterns and colours on, and all the succulents and cactus are so beautiful. I then went off and had a look at some more of the shops. I went into one of the cafes and I got 2 mirror selfies from there. Those mirrors are so beautiful, and the wallpaper behind it and the lights, so pretty. I then went off to one of the other coffee shops and I got myself a drink from there, and I had a peach iced tea, and I'll show you guys that. Peach iced teas from there are so delicious. I then made my way back, and on my way back from being at the high street, I was listening to music on my headphones, did a lovely stroll back. I then got back and I had my fajita wraps I'd got from the Mildor section from Aldi for my lunch, and had some cherry cola I'd got from Tesco's the other day. I love cherry cola so much. I then got a mirror selfie from my bedroom mirror, which is behind me, with the lights around it and my autumnal pillows below, and I'll show you guys that. I love my mirror with the pillows below it and the lights around it, which you can see behind me. It's so cozy. I then watched Hocus Pocus, love that film so much. Listened to a bit of music, went to some illustrations and did some drawing and colouring in, watched some vlogs and TikToks and some funny dog and cat videos. And then I got myself ready to go off with my dad to watch my older brother play rugby down at the rugby club. So we headed off there and we picked my older sister up from hers on the way. Got there and got given a programme, and then I got myself a drink and a cheese onion bun and a Mars bar from the canteen in there. And then the game began and the opposite team were winning to start with, but they managed to claw it back and managed to win, and it was 57-18, so it was a really good game. My brother played very well, and at the end of the match I gave him a hug, congratulated him on his game, and my older brother's girlfriend is actually playing for the first time in forever with my older sister tomorrow with the women's team. Unfortunately I won't be able to watch that as I'm working 10 to 5, but I gave my older brother's girlfriend a massive hug and wished her luck for tomorrow, save my older sister. And then me and my dad went off to the co-op to get some bits from there, and I saw one of my mates in there, so I was chatting with them and I got some Guinness chocolate. This is my favourite chocolate ever, love it so much. And also at the game, one of my family friends said how I smell amazing, and it's due to this deodorant that I got, which is a site called like Ice Mint, something like that, which is amazing. It's probably the best deodorant I've ever had. It's like 24-hour lasting one, it's really good and it leaves you smelling great for ages, and I just love it so much. And another person complimented me on my jumper, which was really sweet, and another person said that I look like I've lost weight, so I was like, blooming heck, all the compliments today. And yeah, because love it down at the Rugby Club. They're all so lovely, all like a little family. And then my dad dropped me back and he took Bear off for his walk, and then I'm back and I just watched some episodes of Doctor Who. Listened to a bit of Kylie and a bit more of Taylor Swift's newest album. Is getting to know the songs a little bit more and I'm loving it. And then for our tea we had fish and chips and me and my dad went off to collect the fish and chips. Got back and I had fish and chips for my tea. It was so delicious, and I'm now off to go and finish writing my journal entry for today and get my uniform ready for work tomorrow. I'm doing 10 to 5 and then I'm off for 4 days. I cannot wait. I'm off to see Lady Gaga on the Tuesday, and me, Tash and Jazz are going to be staying overnight and then doing some touristy things in Manchester as well. And there was supposed to be a light rain. Fingers crossed it's not too bad. It's like the back end of Storm Amy, so hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to take a coat just in case, because you never know, but it'll be amazing nonetheless. And I just can't wait to go and explore Manchester. Never been there before, so I'm very excited to get up there, see Lady Gaga and explore Manchester. And now off to watch today's Come Dancing, and we'll see you with more of the vlog tomorrow. It's now Sunday, and I hope you guys are all having a lovely Sunday West. I got up ready for work. I had work 10 till 5, and I had some toast and a cup of tea for breakfast, watched a bit of TV, listened to some music, and I had some bear cuddles, and then I got brought to work. I got into work, got clocked in to put my bag away. I got my drink that I'd got to have for work out of my bag, and I'd had to go to Co-op as the shop I normally go to wasn't open. They didn't have any of the drink that I wanted to get, so I just got myself a cola, and then the shop that had the drink that I normally get opened a little bit later on, so I was able to get the drink that I wanted as well. So I had the drink that I got after going to the first shop whilst at work, and then had the Coke on my way back from being at work. And work was pretty busy. I had lots of people in for breakfast and for coffee, so I was running lots of food and drinks, and doing lots of food and drink orders and drinks making and pint pouring and cleaning lots of tables. It was me and 2 other colleagues on shift, and we absolutely smashed it. We worked really well together. We had a great team on, had great music players playing as well, so I got myself singing along to some of the songs that were playing. And then I finished at 2ish instead of 5, as my colleague I was on with, I asked if she could stay on till 5 and I could finish at 3, as my older sister and Autumnal's girlfriend had a rugby game, and I was hoping to get down to watch that. So I ended up finishing at 3, but because it was so quiet I finished at 2ish instead. So I clocked off, got changed to a jumper I'm in now, got my bag, and I headed off and called my dad to see if I was able to get picked up and go down to the game, but the game had finished just they started early, so I missed the game unfortunately, which is gutting, but I was down in spirit. I then made my way back from being at work, and I popped to one of the coffee shops in the high street, and I got a cookie and a chai latte from there, and I'll show you guys that. Chai latte and the cookie from there was so delicious, and there's a little heart in my chai latte which was so cute. I sat in the corner in this little seating area and got a selfie in front of the black paneling with some green plants behind me, and then I saw and chatted to a girl and her parents who I'd gone to school with. She was in the special educational needs department in the secondary school that I'd gone to, and I hadn't seen them in ages, so I was having a lovely chat with them. I then made my way home, and on my way back I listened to music on my headphones, had a lovely stroll back, enjoyed the lovely sunshine and blue skies, and the wind had died down a bit as it'd been a little bit windy. Thought I was going to get blown away at one point, and got some cash out for the week ahead as I'm trying to not tat on my card as much. And then I got some beautiful flower starts whilst on my way home with such lovely colours and patterns on, lots of roses and dahlias. I just love flower photography so much, and I'll show you guys those. I then got back and I put my work clothes in the wash. I'm now off for a few days. Tomorrow I'm planning to go to Leafwood Ground in Dursley. It's an amazing garden centre with my older sister, as we both have Mondays off now. She's got physio in the morning, so I'm going to be going with her later on in the afternoon. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to be getting the bus to the train station with Tash and Jamie, and we're going to be heading off up to Manchester to see Lady Gaga in the evening, and we're staying away got a little Airbnb where we're going to be staying overnight. We're coming back Wednesday evening, so we have Tuesday day and Wednesday day to explore Manchester. And I keep sending Tash little TikToks saying 10 things to do in Manchester or 3 things to do in Manchester. Get me so excited. I can't wait to explore that. And then I was just listening to a bit of Lady Gaga, get me so excited for seeing her, watched some vlogs and TikToks, wrote some of my journal entry, and then I was watching the live action Beauty and the Beast, which is so good. And then my dad got back from being at the shop, and my dad had got my grandma and brought her over for tea, and my mum's getting the roast ready, and it looked and smelled so good. And then my younger brother and his girlfriend arrived, and then my older brother and his girlfriend arrived, and my older sister arrived, and we had our Sunday roast. It was so delicious. We had a pork roast with lots of crackling, and I love a bit of crackling. We didn't hide it away, and we're just watching a little bit of Auntie's Roadshow. I was just congratulating my older sister and my older brother's girlfriend on the rugby game. I'm gutted that I missed the game, but they did really well, and it was the first time my older brother's girlfriend had played since injuring her knee, and I heard that she did really well, which is awesome. And then for pudding, we had a bit of lemon meringue pie, and the lemon meringue pie we had for pudding was so delicious. And then we were playing some games, and I'm now off to go and finish my journal entry for today and watch Strictly Comes Dancing's results show. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week and weekend, and all have a great new week ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you in a new vlog coming very soon.